Ladies and gentlemen, today we delve into a story that has once again captured the public's attention, a name that resonates with many, evoking a spectrum of emotions: Casey Anthony. Recently, she has re-emerged in the public eye, not as a defendant, but as a self-proclaimed legal advocate on the popular platform TikTok. This development has sparked widespread discussion, curiosity, and, for some, outrage. Let's explore this unfolding narrative in depth. In the early days of March 2025, Casey Anthony launched a TikTok account under the handle @CaseyAnthony_Substack. In her inaugural video, she introduced herself as a legal advocate and researcher, stating her intention to advocate for herself and her late daughter, Caylee Anthony. She expressed a desire to support the LGBTQ community, women's rights, and to provide tools and resources to those in need. Site Turn Zero News 28. For those who may not recall, Casey Anthony became a household name in 2008 when her 2-year-old daughter, Caylee, was reported missing. The case quickly garnered national attention, leading to a highly publicized trial in 2011. Anthony was acquitted of the most severe charges, including first-degree murder, but was found guilty of providing false information to law enforcement. The trial's outcome left the nation divided, with many questioning the justice system. Site Turn Zero News 25. Since her acquittal, Anthony has largely remained out of the public spotlight. However, in 2022, she participated in a Peacock docuseries where she alleged that her father was responsible for Caylee's death, a claim he has consistently denied. This docuseries marked her first major public appearance since the trial, reigniting debates and discussions about the case. Site Turn Zero News 25. Now, with her emergence on TikTok, Anthony appears to be seeking a new path. In her video, she stated, "I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011, and in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary that I start to advocate for myself and also advocate for my daughter." She emphasized her commitment to privacy but acknowledged the importance of using her platform to address significant issues. Site Turn Zero News 28. Anthony's TikTok account quickly gained traction, amassing over 46,000 followers and her video receiving more than 2.2 million views within days. She also launched a Substack page, offering both free and subscription-based content, where she plans to delve deeper into legal procedures, the presumption of innocence, and the impact of media coverage on public perception. Site Turn Zero Search Zero. The public's reaction to Anthony's new endeavor has been mixed. Some view her attempt to become a legal advocate as a means to reinvent herself and contribute positively to society. Others, however, remain skeptical, questioning her credibility and motives given her controversial past. Critics argue that her involvement in the legal field could be seen as opportunistic, while supporters believe she brings a unique perspective to the table. Site Turn Zero Search 3. In her Substack posts, Anthony discusses the importance of the presumption of innocence, criticizing the public's tendency to rush to judgment before individuals have their day in court. She emphasizes that media coverage often shapes public opinion prematurely, potentially undermining the judicial process. Her writings suggest a desire to educate the public on legal rights and the complexities of high-profile cases. Site Turn Zero Search Zero. Anthony's decision to step into the role of a legal advocate raises several questions. Can someone with her background effectively contribute to legal discussions? Does her personal history provide her with unique insights, or does it hinder her credibility? These are debates that continue to unfold as she navigates her new public persona. It's also worth noting that Anthony's case remains a topic of interest in popular culture. Documentaries, podcasts, and articles continue to explore the intricacies of the investigation and trial, reflecting the enduring fascination with the case. Her recent public appearances and new ventures have only added to this ongoing narrative. As we observe Anthony's journey on TikTok and Substack, it becomes evident that she is attempting to reshape her narrative. Whether this endeavor will lead to meaningful advocacy or be met with continued skepticism remains to be seen. What is certain is that her story serves as a reminder of the complexities surrounding public perception, media influence, and the pursuit of redemption. In conclusion, Casey Anthony's re-emergence as a self-proclaimed legal advocate on TikTok has reignited public discourse about her past and present. Her efforts to advocate for legal rights, support marginalized communities, and share her perspective on the justice system present a multifaceted narrative that continues to captivate and divide public opinion. As this story unfolds, it prompts us to reflect on themes of justice, redemption, and the power of media in shaping our perceptions. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Casey Anthony's latest chapter. I encourage you to share your thoughts and engage in respectful discussions on this topic. Stay tuned for more in-depth analyses of current events and compelling stories. As Casey Anthony continues to navigate her presence on TikTok, many legal experts and social commentators have weighed in on the implications of her newfound role. Some argue that while she was acquitted of murder, her history of legal troubles and the nature of her case make her an unusual figure to advocate for legal rights. Others believe that, given her first-hand experience with the justice system, she may have valuable insights to share. Regardless of where one stands, there's no denying that her presence on social media has reignited debates about her past and whether she deserves a second chance in the public eye. One of the most controversial aspects of Anthony's new platform is her attempt to align herself with advocacy for marginalized groups. She has specifically mentioned support for LGBTQ+ rights and women's rights, topics that carry significant weight in today's social and political climate. However, some critics see this as a strategic move to gain public favor rather than a genuine commitment to these causes. The skepticism surrounding her intentions is largely fueled by the unresolved questions surrounding her past and the public's lingering distrust. The internet has proven to be both a powerful tool for reinvention and a relentless force of scrutiny. While some individuals have successfully reshaped their public personas through social media, others have faced immense backlash for attempting to do so. Casey Anthony's situation is unique in that she was at the center of one of the most infamous legal cases in modern history. This means that every move she makes is closely analyzed, and her efforts to redefine herself will inevitably be met with resistance from those who cannot forget the past. Additionally, her use of Substack as a means of discussing legal issues raises questions about the credibility of her insights. While she has mentioned working in the legal field since 2011, there is little verifiable information about her actual experience or qualifications. Unlike licensed attorneys, legal scholars, or established advocates, Anthony does not have formal credentials that would typically grant someone authority in this space. This creates a dilemma: should the public take her perspectives seriously, or should her history automatically disqualify her from engaging in legal discourse? Another important aspect of this discussion is the role of the media in shaping public perception. The intense coverage of Casey Anthony's trial played a significant role in cementing her as a figure of public disdain. While the court ultimately found her not guilty of murder, the media's portrayal of her as a deceptive individual influenced how many people view her to this day. Now, with the rise of social media platforms like TikTok, individuals have more control over their own narratives. However, that does not mean they are free from scrutiny, especially when they have a history as contentious as Anthony's. The fact that her TikTok account has gained such rapid traction proves that there is still immense curiosity about her life. Whether people follow her out of genuine interest, morbid curiosity, or a desire to criticize, she has successfully drawn attention. This raises the question of whether her new platform will ultimately help her gain public sympathy or if it will further cement her controversial status. The way she handles criticism, responds to skeptics, and builds her brand in the coming months will determine whether this is a short-lived moment in the spotlight or the beginning of a long-term transformation. Ultimately, Casey Anthony's re-emergence into the public sphere highlights society's complex relationship with crime, redemption, and public figures who attempt to reshape their narratives. While some believe in second chances, others argue that certain actions cannot be forgotten or forgiven. Her decision to become a legal advocate may seem surprising, but it is yet another chapter in a story that has fascinated, and divided, the public for over a decade. As she continues to develop her platform, the world will be watching closely to see whether she can truly redefine herself or if the shadows of her past will always follow her.